at 580-782-2452 for more. Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to Softball on Classic Hits 97.7 on an absolutely spectacular Thursday afternoon in late September. Somewhere Rod Stewart and Maggie May are singing about it, and they think they ought to be back at school. We're at Latta today for the Lady Panthers and the Lady Tigers in the opening round of the 2A Regional from Latta. We've had one game already this morning and this afternoon. Amber Pocasset advancing to the semifinals as they dispatch of Cashin in run rule fashion. 12-1 was the final there. Amber Pocasset winning, so Pocasset will take on the winner of this ball game at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Meantime, the losers will come back and play at 3 as they will take on Cashin in an elimination ball game. It is a picturesque afternoon weather-wise. In fact, I was talking to some of the folks from Latta, and Chad and I are sequestered right behind home plate. We got some of the best seats in the house, no doubt about it. They said, hey, you getting some of that cool breeze? We said, yeah. And, in fact, it's almost too cool. No, I didn't say that. But it is unusual given how hot the weather has been. It is absolutely lovely here in Latta, and we're set for this showdown between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Tigers. Mangum coming in with a record of 18-14, Latta 22-13. They won their district in advance. Mangum had to play their way in, beating 2 times last week. What was it? Pawnee to advance to this ball game. So we look forward to it. Had a chance to visit with Brian Bingham earlier, and he had the same lament that I did. There's no easy way to get here from where we come from. I mean, it is just hilly, it's windy, but you know what? We're here and we're ready for a great afternoon of softball on Classic Hits 97.7. A lot of other teams around the area in action today as regional play beginning at several sites on several different classifications. Also in 2A play today over at Apache. Richard Carney and the Lady Cats taking on Dibble in an opening round matchup. 2A play at Morrison, the Merritt Lady I guess they're Oilerettes, not the Lady Oilers. They're taking on Stratford this afternoon. At Canute in Class A play, the host school will do battle with Rush Springs today. Meantime, the Navajo Lady Indians taking on Tushka. That ball game set to get underway at about 2. Over at Cyril in Class A play, the Hollis Lady Tigers, who have come off the collective deck. They are playing in the Class A regionals. They take on Worcester this afternoon over at Cyril. Also on the schedule today, down at Tupelo. Every time I say Tupelo, I think of the Van Morrison song. I like that, Tupelo Honey. Tupelo is taking on Granfield in an opening round matchup, and the Lady Tigers of Mountain View Godibo are alive and well in the postseason. They battle Hammond this afternoon. That is a Class B matchup at Tupelo. And also in Class B play at Turner, Sentinel will play this afternoon as they will do battle against Temple. We've got Mangum and we've got Latta coming up. We invite you to stick and stay. First pitch, minutes away on Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
And welcome back to Latta. We get set as the coaches are at home plate with the umpires going over some last-minute details, some ground rules. They'll exchange lineups as well. I want to say good afternoon to Valerie Trier. Valerie says, hello, Michael. Glad you're broadcasting the game. Glad that I'm broadcasting the game as well. And she says, good luck to the ladies. Love to hear from you guys this afternoon as well. Michelle Waldrop is checking in. She says, go get them Lady Tigers. Michelle, good to have you alongside, kid. And Fran Lively has now joined us in the broadcast booth as well. Bird's eye view of the ball game today. Been here about an hour and had the opportunity to watch a little bit of that ball game between Cashin and Amber Pocasset. And you can see the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand. I mean, we're right here, right in the middle of it, so we look forward to it. We'll set the batting lineups for you as they had the coin toss, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't see who won it. Looks like Latta won the coin toss, so they'll be the home team, which makes sense. We check the offensive starting lineup for the Lady Tigers of Mangum. They'll go with Lauren York, Maddie Paxson, and Bren Woodruss. Then it'll be Hadley Zachary, Landry Lively, and Morgan White. The bottom third of the lineup, Holly Lehman-Webb, Alyssa Dreyer, and Jalen Hammond. So again, it's York, Paxson, and Woodruss, Zachary, Lively, and White, Lehman-Webb, Dreyer, and Hammond. The batting order for head coach Brian Bingham and the Mangum Lady Tigers coming in with a record of 18-14 on the season. Meantime, defensively for Latta, the Lady Panthers will put Larrabee Jennings into the pitcher's circle. Her battery mate is J.C. Prine. Paisley Anderson is at first. Brooklyn Perry is at second. The third baseman is Kimber Davis. Savannah Sinkle is at short. And the outfield from left to right, Jolie Myers, J.C. Presley, and Audrey Forshea. I think we just, Annalise Stair-Rogers has checked in. I know she's looking forward to tomorrow night's football game as the Mangum Tigers will be back at home in the friendly confines of the Liberty Bowl, entertaining the Blue Devils of Walters. And our traveling microphones will be there as well, as that will kick off at 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Liberty Bowl. By the way, I want to say hi to Katie Bowen-Carney. She has joined us in anticipation of the Lady Bearcat softball game a little bit later on this afternoon. We'll be getting some updates from that contest as well. And best of luck to the Lady Cats and the Carneys and the rest of the crew there. Take one more timeout, come back, get ready for the first pitch as we get set. It's Latta and Mangum, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Bear County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
So glad you could join us this afternoon on radio, over the air on Classic Hits 97.7, on the Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page, and on OKSports.tv. As Michelle Rogers Huckabee says, good luck, Lady Tigers. And Michelle, good afternoon to you, kid. Good to have you alongside. Lady Panthers of Latta dressed in their home white uniforms. And I'm going to go to Chad for a little help here because I'm colorblind. Are there numerals in their
black.
Their visor? Black, okay.
Yep.
I couldn't tell if black or green.
The Lady Panthers. They're black. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
And folks, can't tell if we're on the other side of if we're the inmates or the guards, but we are on the other side of a big-time chain link fence we're having to deal with.
Oh, Olivia Reyes Cantu, good luck from the Mangum High School class, and first pitch to Lauren York taken for ball 1-0. I don't know that I've ever been described as an inmate. I resent that fact. 1-0 pitch on the way. Lauren swinging a miss, and the count level at 1-1. Good movement on that pitch from Larrabee Jennings. And that's one thing, you watch ball games, as you're a bench jockey, or you watch from the stands, and sometimes you can't see the movement. Behind home plate where we are, we can see the movement for sure. Derek Burnham has joined us. Hello, Derek. Good afternoon. Kelly D. Williams. Let's go, Mangum. Play your game and have some fun. And, yeah. So ahead in the count here is Lauren. 2-1 offering on the way from Jennings. Ground ball, base hit, down the left field line. York going around first, headed towards second. She'll get there standing up with a double to lead off the ball game. So Lauren York down the third base line, a ringing double. She's in scoring position with nobody gone here in inning number 1. Well, that ball had eyes as it just hugged the foul line, bounced over the bag, and wound up down in the corner. It's 2:05 to left here at Latta, 2:20 to straightaway center, and 2:10 to right field. So Maddie Paxson now will step in. See if the right-hander is bunting. She did not show it. Took it for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kelly D. Williams says, let's go low. Aunt Kills loves ya. So York out at second base. Nobody gone here in the first. Davis in at third, anticipating a bunt. Paxton looks at ball one. 1-1 now on Maddie. Latta convinced that we'll have a sacrifice attempt here because Davis, as I mentioned, in at third and Anderson over at first. York runs well out at second base, led off the game with a double. But Maddie crowds the plate, doesn't she? Takes downstairs for a ball. The count goes to 2-1 on Paxton, the third baseman for Mangum. Just underway on a gorgeous Thursday afternoon in Latta, America, described accurately by Chad Fox as a suburb of Ada. Slapped out a play on the right side there. Chasing a pitch was Paxton, and the count now 2-2. And those interlopers have attacked us. Count level now on Paxton at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Just kind of slapped at that one and fouled it out of play on the right side. It'll stay 2-2. And again, a good job by Maddie to protect the plate. That ball probably off the plate, probably a ball, but at this point of the season, you don't go with probablys. You try to put it in play and keep the at-bat alive at any rate. 2-2 pitch on the way here to Paxton. Again, spoiling a pretty good pitch, out of play, and it'll stay 2-2 on Maddie. Bryn Woodruss waiting in the on-deck circle. Both teams here for a while watching that previous game, so it take them a while to get uncorked. There's one off the fist towards first, and Paxton's going to be safe. Bang, bang play, and Maddie beat it out. Cued it off her bat. Paisley Anderson was there to get it, but bobbled it momentarily. But by the time she flipped it to Jennings covering the bag, Paxton beat it out. Runners at first and third, nobody out. And it's going to be E3. So York at third, Paxton at first, nobody gone, and here's Woodruss with a chance to help herself. David Henry taking a page from Rod Carew and saying, hit it where they ain't. By the way, the young people listening, Google Rod Carew. The man could hit in his sleep. Unbelievable. First pitch to Woodruss, downstairs for a ball. Brent ahead in the count, 1-0. Our good friend Mike McAlexander has joined us in the broadcast booth. Hello, Mike. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Runners at the corners here, nobody out in the first. 1-0 pitch on the way to Woodruss. Tried to bunt, fouled it back to us, and it's 1-1. You heard Chad talk about the prison fence between us and the field. I'm going to be interested to see how many times he flinches when foul balls come back our way. I mean, I'm directly behind home plate. He's just to the side. So they will come our way. We'll see if he trusts the fence. That one's off the end of the bat. York going to come in to score. Unassisted 3, retired Woodruss at first base, but give her the RBI and give Mangum the early lead. Good job by Bryn just to put it in play and drive home the run as York able to score easily on the slow roller. By the way, Maddie took second on the play. One gone now for Hadley Zachary. Runner at second. Mangum on top, 1-0. First pitch to Zachary outside for a ball, 1-0. A good job by both Paxton and Woodruss in their at-bats to simply go with his softball, not try to do too much with it. Pitch is on the outer half of the plate. Just go to the right side. Outside for a ball here. And the count now 2-0 on Zachary. So Hadley ahead in the count. And as soon as you get rid of one interloper, Chad, you get another one. So the count 2-0 now on Hadley Zachary. Runner at second. And time is going to be called here. And Latta coach was signaling to the home plate umpire that he wanted to give the intentional walk to Zachary, and Blue didn't quite catch it. Time was called, and now Zachary will take first base on the intentional pass. Runners at first and second now with one down. You do that, obviously, to set up a double play situation. It'll bring Landry Lively to the plate. Lively, the left fielder. She hits in the 5-hole for Mangum. First pitch on the way to Lively. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Landry. Good take by Landry. Paxson at second, and Zachary at first. One gone in the first. And Mangum on top, 1-0. Speaking of Zachary's, Zara has joined us. Ground ball towards short. They'll flip to second for one. Throw to first, and it was in time, but it looked like Anderson had taken her foot off the bag. And they're wisely telling the base runner, Lively, to stay right there at first base. We're going to get a check on this one. The umpires are talking about it in the middle of the field, and the call is going to be out. So, in disbelief, Brian Bingham sitting there. The 6-4-3 double play will end the inning, but when he goes back and watches this one, you can see Anderson lifted the foot at the end. Nonetheless, the inning will come to an end, and Mangum will come up with 1 run. 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and nobody left on board. We play the half inning. It's Mangum 1, Latta coming to bat on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers! To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
Great job there by Ms. Lively on repeat there. That's the extended remix version. Speaking of Lively's, Mickey, hello. Good afternoon, buddy. Kimberly Chambers Ward says, let's go Lady Tigers. Leading it off for Latta, the Lady Panthers, is the second baseman, Brooklyn Ryan. She'll be followed by Kimber Davis and then Savannah Sinkle. First pitch, Bryn Woodruss, taken for a strike by Ryan, 0-1. Woodruss, her battery mate, Hadley Zachary. Alyssa Dryers at first. Holly Lehman-Webb at second. Maddie Paxson is at third. Morgan White, the shortstop. 0-1 pitch here. Called strike 2. And Woodruss ahead in the count 0-2. The outfield from left to right. Landry Lively, Lauren York, and Laramie Griffith. Mangum on top 1-0. As Brooklyn Ryan down in the count 0-2. We've talked about it all year long. When Bryn Woodruss can get herself into a rhythm, she is difficult. Over through that one. Back to the screen, 1-2. It's worth noting that concrete on the bottom part of the backstop here. We mentioned that because the bounce is, for the most part, pretty true, and that will come right back to the pitcher, so you'll have to be careful if you're trying to come from third. 1-2 pitch here. Lashed down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Griffiths will get there quickly. They're going to try to send the runner. They do. Sliding in safely at second base is Brooklyn Ryan with a double for the Lady Panthers. So Ryan hit that one right down the right field line, and she was making no bones about it. She was going to take second base. Slid hard into the bag, a little bit slow to get up. There's a heavy brace on that left knee. Coach going to go out and have a conversation with her, make sure she's okay. Play by Laramie out in right field to get to it quickly. Made a strong throw, but give credit to Ryan. She runs well. Jennifer Reisner has joined us. She says, let's go, ladies. Jennifer will be rocking it and rolling it tomorrow night at the Liberty Bowl for that football game. Oh, let me tell you about Jackson. So here's Kimber Davis. Davis, the third baseman. Let's see what Latta does here. trailing by a run, runner in scoring position at second base. Mangum convinced Kimber going to be bunting. Paxton way in at third base. Dreyer at first. And showing bunt is Davis, but she'll pull the bat back for a ball. 1-0 on Kimber. Sunshine beginning to creep into the area occupied by the laptop. Got to get that out of the sun or it'll burn up. This one gets back to the screen, and the runner will advance to third base, and Ryan looked okay on that pass ball. Count on Davis is 2-0. Dreyer still thinking we may see a bunt. Paxton the same thing at first and third respectively. Tried to check her swing. Did she go around? No, she did not. And the count 3-0. Bench jockeys from Mangum in disbelief at the call. So Davis ahead in the count 3-0. Pitch on the way from Woodruss. Called strike, and it's 3-1. Of course, Latta gave up an intentional walk in the top half of the inning to set up a double play situation, and it turned out well for them. Brian Bingham not electing to do the same here in the bottom half of inning number 1. 3-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2 on Davis. Part of that may be because of where we are in the lineup. Jennifer will not be at the Liberty Bowl tomorrow night. She'll be in Tulsa. Kiddo showing a lamb on Saturday morning, but she'll be watching and cheering on Classic Hits 97.7. Ball 4 delivered to Davis, and that'll put runners at the corners, first and third, and nobody out here in inning number 1 for Latta. Savannah Sinkle now will come to the plate. Sinkle is the shortstop, left-handed hitter. Got to be on your toes down there at first base. They'll send the runner and try to coax Ryan to get off the bag too far to get into a pickle, but she was staying put and stealing the base with no throw was Davis. The pitch to Sinkle, a ball, 1-0 on Savannah. 1-0 pitch with runners at second and third, lashed towards the Latta dugout. That'll level the count at 1-1. Our good friend William Dickey has joined us. Hello, Coach Dickey. Good to have you alongside, partner. Good job of keeping the hands back that time. I'm getting ready to say you got to keep your head on the swivel if you're Dreyer down there at first, but also Paxton at third because you can tell she can slash. Tried to butt her way aboard. That one's foul, and the count will go 1-2 now on Sinkle. Mangum leading 1-0, but Latta threatening here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Sinkle down to the count, 1-2. Elaine Mills-Smith says, let's go, Lady Tigers. Pitch underneath the hands of Sinkle for a ball, 2-2. Mentioned football tomorrow night. Walters coming to the Liberty Bowl. Take on the Tigers of Mangum. Brian Coleman, our longtime friend and Altus Merchant softball teammate, will be there. His son, the starting quarterback for Walters. Sinkle will foul this one out of play. It'll stay 2-2 now on the shortstop from Latta. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the first, and a battle going on between Sinkle and Woodruss. This one is popped up towards the dugout, and a good job by Paxton to go get it. Tough play by Maddie for out number 1. So Paxton able to find the fence and make the catch before crashing into it. Keeps the runners at second and third, 1 gone. Now Larrabee Jennings will step in. Larrabee, the pitcher for Latta. Opportunity to help her own cause here. First pitch to Jennings, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Love seeing Woodruss starting off ahead of the count. She, as I said, she does extremely well when she gets into that rhythm. That one down low. Good job by Zachary to keep it from going to the backstop. And it's 1-1. So 1-1 now on Jennings. One gone. Runners hit second and third for Latta. It's a fly ball into right. That will get down. Picked by Griffith. She'll throw home, and sliding in safely with the first run of the ball game is Brooklyn Ryan. Boy, that's a nice play by Laramie in right field. She short hops it. If that gets by her, it's off to the circus. So the single, the RBI for Jennings, helps her own cause. Ties it at 1. Kimber Davis takes third on the play. J.C. Prine now will step in. Prine, the catcher. Runner off with a pitch and no throw. Jennings there safely at second base. She's in scoring position. Joy Parker has checked in. Hello, Joy. She says, go Lady Tigers from Miss Parker's kindergarten class. Kindergartners getting fired up today. Pitch upstairs for a ball. The count 1-1. The kindergartner says, yeah, we don't want no graham crackers and a nap. We want to listen to the game. Intentional walk going to be delivered to Prine. That'll load the bases with one gone. So like what we saw in the top half of the inning, Latta loading the bases in hopes of getting a double play. Mangum now will try to do the same. Bases loaded, one gone. J.C. Presley will step in. Presley takes a strike, and it's 0-1 on J.C. We're tied at 1, bottom half of inning number 1. Regional play. The winner will play later this afternoon against Amber Pocasset. There's one lashed to the screen on the right side. And a count 0-2 on J.C. Presley. The loser will turn right around and play an elimination bowl game against Cashin. See if Woodruss can get a strikeout here. Bases loaded, one gone. 0-2 pitch on the way. Lifted into the gap in right center field. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. One run will score on her horse, Jennings. And will they hold? No, now they're going to send Prine, and Prine will score. Trying to score behind her, and safe at home plate will be J.C. Presley. And Brian Bingham not happy with the call. And he was walking away from it, and the home plate umpire pursued him. So that will go as a triple, 3 RBI. And then Presley scoring on the throw home. And that'll make it a 5-0 ball or 5-1 ball game. So with one out, ball hit hard by Presley. It was in the gap. Scoring easily, obviously, Davis from third base, Jennings from second. At first, it looked like Prine was going to hold up at third. Then they sent her. And in all the confusion, the ball gets away. Presley slides in safely underneath the tag of Zachary, according to the home plate umpire. And it's a 5-1 ball game. Clarence Hoppengardner has checked in. Hello, Clarence. Good to have you alongside, my friend. So Audrey Fauché will step in. She is the right fielder. Base is empty. One gone. 5-1 ball game. Downstairs for a ball. 1-0. And again, you have to give credit to Presley. She hit the ball hard, drove in the 3 runs, and then that play at the plate was bang, bang. Woodruss outside with that one. Fast strike. Couldn't get the call, and it's 2-0 on Fauché. 2-0 pitch on the way here. Called strike on the inner half, and the count 2-1. Boy, that one had a lot of movement on it. Fauché thought it was going to be out of the zone. In fact, I don't know that she wasn't convinced it wasn't going to hit her. But it broke out over the plate, called strike. That one's downstairs for a ball. The count now 3-1 on Fauché. 5-1 our score. Bottom half of inning number 1. That one fouled off the mitt of Zachary. Got back to the screen. And it'll run the count full, 3-2. Outside ball 4. And Fauché, somewhere the Beatles are singing. Da-da-da-da. So the 8th player steps in. Williams, the flex player. Ball inside for ball, 1-0. 5 across the inning, 4 5-1. A couple of calls did not go away of offensively in his first inning of play. Swing and a miss here. It's 1-1 on Kate Williams. Sarah Bogart Dreyer is watching. Hello, Sarah. 1-1 count now on Williams. Just one gone in the inning. Downstairs for a ball. Good job by Zachary to keep that out in front. 2-1. Fauché had designs on running after she saw the ball bounce in front of Hadley, but Hadley able to stay with it, kept the runner there. Swing and a miss here. Fastball right on by Kate Williams, and that'll level the count at 2-2. One gone in the inning, one on. Mangum trying to shut the door on Latta. They've already brought 5 home in this first. 2-2 pitch on the way. Off the fist into left field. Lively has it bounced in front of her, and it's a single. Runners at first and second. Nothing Landry could do there. That ball hit hard, and it sank right in front of her. She did a good job of keeping it in front. Fauché takes second on the play. Runners at first and second. Still just one gone. And Paisley Anderson now will step in. Anderson, the 9th place hitter for Latta. Tries to bunt, does, out in front of home plate. Paxson will go to Lehman Webb, covering at first for out number 2. So 5-4 on the sacrifice. Fauché to third on the play. Williams to second. And Brooklyn Ryan will bat for the second time in the frame. Ryan doubled her first time around. Stole a base and come around to score the first run of the ball game for Latta. Swing and a miss at that one. Ball gets away from Zachary. And coming in to score, Fauché from third base. Williams took third. So Fauché scores the 6th run of the inning for Latta. Williams at third, 2 gone. Brooklyn Ryan did not swing at that first pitch. I thought she did, but it was not a swing. 1-0 on Ryan. Upstairs for a ball, and the count 2-0 on Brooklyn. Mangum needs an out, needs to find a way to get their Daubers from being down. Jumped out to a 1-0 lead and had all sorts of energy, and now that has been zapped somewhat. This one is lifted foul and out of play on the right side, and the count 2-1 on Brooklyn Ryan. Ryan, late hitter. For the second time. And yeah, I'm I thought she did signal that it was not a swing. All right, so all right, yeah. They have adjusted things now. Instead of 2-1, it's 1-2. So good job of the umpires to get together on that one and get it right. I had it right in the beginning, and that doesn't happen very often. I mean, a blind squirrel. We'll find a nut every once in a while. 1-2 pitch here. Good pitch there by Woodruss, and it was spoiled nicely by Brooklyn Ryan, and the count stays at 1-2. Runner at third, and 2 gone. 6-1 our score, bottom half of inning number 1. Brooklyn Ryan looks at strike 3, and Woodruss out of the inning on the backwards K. But not before 6 runs come home for this group from Latta. 6 runs on 5 hits. There was an error and a runner left on base. We've played 1, Latta 6, Mangum 1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always.
A very pleasant good afternoon to our good friend Kelsey Travis. Kelsey, good evening alongside, kiddo. And we got the moves like Jagger. Give a hug for me, will you? Thank you. By the way, I hear that it won't be long before his siblings get to experience the same thing he did recently with you and your family. So we look forward to that. All right, here we go. Morgan White leads it off for Mangum in their half of inning number 2, trailing 6-1. First pitch to Morgan from Larry B. Jennings in the dirt. It's 1-0. On Morgan. White will be followed by Holly Lehman-Webb, and Alyssa Dreyer will bat third in the inning. 1-0 pitch to Morgan. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0. White ahead in the count. Earlier today, Amber Pocasset beating Cashin by a final score of 12-1. So the winner will face Ampo this afternoon. Ground ball to Single at short, and she'll throw out her opposite number, Morgan White, 6-3 for round number 1. So the winner will play against Ampo at about 6, actually about 5 this afternoon. The loser will have an elimination bowl game against Cashin at 3 or immediately after this. So Holly Lehman-Webb, the second baseman, steps in. Right-handed hitter. Mangum got to peck away at that 6-1 deficit. Cold strike, and it's 0-1 on Holly. Those of you watching either on the Facebook page or OKSports.tv, downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Chad Fox astutely identified earlier that from western and southwest Oklahoma, we're not used to seeing dirt infields that don't have red in them. On one pitch, lifted in the air to left center field. That's pretty well hit. Going back, trying to get it is Presley won't get there, and Holly will motor into second base with a stand-up double. Good job by Presley. Hit that one in the gap in left center field and motors to second for the double. She's there with 1 gone, and Alyssa Dreyer with an opportunity. Jolie Myers, we had noticed, and had failed to mention it earlier, is extremely shallow in left field. And Lehman-Webb hit that ball, and there was no way that Myers was going to get to it, and it was a real long run for Presley. So Alyssa looks at a strike, 0-1 on Alyssa, the 8th place hitter in the lineup for Mangum. Hits one on the right side, fouling out of play. And the count is 0-2 on Dreyer. And again, you don't have to get all 5 back at one time. Just peck away and get a couple here, a couple there, and get yourself back in the ball game if you're Mangum. upstairs for ball. And the count 1-2 now on Dreyer. One-two pitch. Alyssa swinging a miss. Took a cut, couldn't make contact. She's gone on strikes for out number 2. So 2 gone now for the flex player, Jalen Hammond. Hammond, chance to drive one home with 2 outs into the top of the second rather. Got an errant ball in the field, down the right field line. So they will correct that. Amazing how quiet it can get sometimes. Outdoor facility. If there were crickets, you could hear them chirping. First pitch to Hammond, taken for a strike. Jalen down on the count, 0-1. Lauren York, who has scored the only run for Mangum in the on-deck circle. Breeze that we have this afternoon, blowing from the right field corner to the left field corner. This one's popped up straight over our heads. Out of play, bang, and it's 0-2. Chad brought his glove, by the way. If that overhang hadn't been there, he was going to make the play. Next, he's going to try to catch the 60-second home run of Aaron Judge. Pitch a little bit outside for a ball. The count 1-2. I prefer Albert Pujols' take on it. Let somebody else have those balls. I don't need them. A little ground ball back through the middle, knocked down by the pitcher, and flipping to first base is Jennings for out number 3. So Mangum retired here in the second. No runs, a hit, no errors on a runner left on board. After an inning and a half, it's 6-1 Latta in front of Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 Spear Street in Mangum. License tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
A one-time coach over at Duke and one-time Altus Merchant softball player as well. Probably somewhere this weekend we'll be umpiring some high school softball, I would guess. Jeremy, good to have you alongside and hope that all is well with you and your world as you enjoy working and living in Oklahoma City area. I know you like that. Kimber Davis, Savannah Sinkle, and Larrabee Jennings set to bat here in inning number 2 for Latta. They lead it 6-1. Mangum the early 1-0 lead in the top half of the first inning, and then Latta responding with 6 of their own. Davis part of that. Kimber walked, stole a base, and scored the second run of the ball game for Latta. Now we've got apparently some equipment issues. So is that Elvis on the loudspeakers that I'm hearing there?
That's Joe Cocker.
Oh, it's Joe Cocker. Okay. You're right. I hear that now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Elvis movie?
I have not.
I can't hear anything you're saying. No, neither can anybody else. There you go.
For a reason.
You're just like in my Zoom meetings. I, at least 10 times a day, I'm like, I'm sorry, you're on mute.
Your mic is not on. I have not seen Elvis. I'd like to. I'm a big fan of the man, and so that would be good to see.
The music is great.
Yeah.
I had no idea that Colonel Tom Parker was the shyster that he was.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Quite. Had a few debts out in the desert, didn't he?
Yeah, you could say that for sure. All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 2. And Kimber Davis, Savannah Sinkle, and Larrabee Jennings due up. Apparently Morgan White had maybe an issue with her glove. Had to get that corrected. So she's taking her position at shortstop and is ready to go. So Davis steps in. Kimber, third base this afternoon for Latta. Takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. Wind is freshened here this afternoon, blowing towards the left field corner. Downstairs for a ball. Davis ahead in the count, 2-0. Woodruss trying to find that rhythm again. Had it going for a while in the first inning. Things got a little dicey. Ground ball to short. Morgan with the play, and White will get the first out of the inning. She'll retire Davis 6-3. The job staying under control that Morgan White does a nice job. See, gets in good position, puts the tailgate down, and then the footwork. People don't understand how your footwork has to be there to make those kind of throws. Left-handed hitting, Savannah Sinkle steps in. Savannah 0-for-1. She found out to Maddie Paxson, who made a nice play in foul territory for the first out of inning number 1. 1-0 on Sinkle. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. Woodruss trying to get Sinkle to chase that outside pitch, and Savannah content not to do so. Hadley Zachary doing some house cleaning. She gets the dish all nice and clean. Somebody needs to tell Hadley the umpire's got a brush in his pocket. He can do that. 2-0 pitch. Back to the screen. It's 3-0, yes.
That was for effect. That was just show blue.
So is that what we call passive aggressive? Is that what that was? Okay. I love it. Great job, Hadley. That's good stuff, kid. I like it.
In fact, I'm going to take my time and show you.
3-0 pitch on the way here.
She got the call.
Yeah, called strike, 3-1. I guess that if you're Sinkle, then you kick dirt back on the plate after that call, right?
Yeah, okay. It's fun. Baseball and softball. The game within the game.
Yeah, 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Sinkle aboard with 1 gone. Third walk of the afternoon surrendered by Woodruss. That one of one of those 3 was a.
Bring your animals to the ball game today and let them in your vehicle with the window down. Your animals are out in the parking lot.
That is small town Americana right there. I absolutely love that. If you folks didn't hear the PA guy,
he said, "Bob,
wow,
your dog."
That's
no.
Pitch upstairs to Jennings. Ahead in the count 1-0. She had a single and an RBI run her first time around. The PA man said, if you brought your pets to the ball game and you left them in the vehicle with the windows down, your pets now are in the parking lot. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. The count level of 1-1. I mean, tell you.
Americana.
Yeah, it is. I mean, baseball, apple pie, and all that good stuff. Softball, that's quality there. That is. And he was just so dry about how he did it, too. I love it. Runner at first. 1 gone here in the second. The count 1-1 on Larrabee Jennings. Larrabee, of course, the pitcher, the 4th place hitter for this Lady Panther Ball Club. Great school campus area that they have here at Latta. Off speed, upstairs for a ball. And the count 2-1. Of the thousands of ball games that I have done over the 3+ decades in Oklahoma, I have never been to Latta. This is my first opportunity. 2-1 pitch to Jennings. There goes the runner. Ground ball to second. Lehman Webb will go to first for out number 2. Advancing to second is Sinkle. She's there with 2 gone. So fielder's choice, 4-3. And that'll bring J.C. Prine to the plate. Prine walked intentionally, came around to score the 4th run of the ball game. Tough play there by Lehman Webb a moment ago. Ball hit slowly towards her, and the runner flashing in front on the way by. And Good job by Lehman Webb to stay right with it. Healthy cut here for Prime. My goodness. 0-1 on JC. I mean, she didn't leave anything in the bag on that one. That's like, I'm going to get this one out of here if I make connections. Somebody's got a golf swing like that. Usually fouls it off that way, too. Off speed, upstairs for a ball. They count level at 1-1 on Prime. Home plate umpire said 2-0, but that first one was fouled off. 1-1 pitch. Cold, strike 2. And it's 1-2 on Prime. Well, if you're Woodruff, though, you got to close the deal here. Latta has come up with a couple of key hits with 2 strikes in that first inning. Pitch downstairs for a ball here. And the count now 2-2 on Prime. 2 out, 2-2 count, runner at second base. 6-1 ball game, Latta on top. Spoiled a nice pitch there. It'll stay 2-2. By the way, Chad and I didn't escape. He just figured out how to put the camera through a hole in the fence. We don't have that fenced-in look now. 2-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball, 3-2.
But there is a probability.
Ball going to come back and hit it. You're exactly right. Payoff pitch on the way here from Woodruff. Line drive, righted Paxton. Matty makes the play, and the inning comes to an end. No runs in the frame for Latta. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and a runner left on board. We played 2. Latta 6, Mangum 1. Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at DAPYR14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
Brian Bingham with a animated conversation with a home plate umpire in between innings, and Brian's like, yo, okay. Sherry Shepard Kendall now has joined us. Hello, Sherry. She'll watch Lauren York come to the plate, followed by Maddie Paxton and Bryn Woodruff. York, the only runner of the ball game so far for Mangum. She'll foul this one out of play on the right side to count on Lauren 0-1. She drilled one down the third base line, wound up with a double her first time around. Came around to score on a fielder's choice putout from Brent Woodruff. A little Ephus pitch there, high and out of the zone. The count level at 1-1. One offering downstairs for a ball, 2-1.
Where's Bob Euchre at?
Boy, no kidding. Great seats, hey, buddy. Oh, my goodness. 2-1 pitch on the way. High and upstairs for ball, 3-1.
Oh, boy.
It's great to be a guy, great to be outside. That's all I'm going to say. 3-1 pitch on the way to York. Swing and a miss. Fastball. May have been out of the zone. Full count now on Lauren. Kind of shaking her head after she swung at that one like, Maybe not. Payoff pitch on the way now to Lauren. Swing and a miss. Caught on strikes is York for out number 1. Good job of battling bat that time by Larrabee Jennings. That strikeout, her second of the ball game. It'll bring to the plate Maddie Paxson. Maddie reaching on an error her first time around and was left stranded at second base. One out here in inning number 3. Mangum trailing 6-1. The winner in the semifinals had 5. The loser in an elimination game right after this one. Outside of Maddie, 1-0 on the third sacker for the Lady Tigers. 1-0 pitch on the way. Foul and out of play. Boy, Paxton's done a nice job of that in both at-bats. Fouling and spoiling some pretty good pitches from Larrabee Jennings. And a level the count at 1-1. College football coming up this weekend. Oklahoma Sooners try to right the ship. After losing to Kansas State, they will get another purple-clad team. This time it'll be the Horned Frogs of TCU downstairs, 2-1. From Fort Worth, TCU and Oklahoma, 11 o'clock kick. Meantime, the Cowboys, 2:30 in the afternoon. They'll take on the Bears of Baylor. This one fouled out of play. Count 2-2 on Maddie Paxson. We talked about it Friday night during the football game. There's Georgia, Alabama, and everybody else. I mean, I know Michigan is at number 4, but I'm not convinced that they may be the number 4 team, but they're not with the other 3 that are in front of them. Upstairs to Paxson. Count full now on Maddie, 3-2. Paxson trying to get something going for her club here in the third, trailing 6-1. Payoff pitch. Solid single right back up the middle. And Maddie is aboard with 1 gone. Good piece of hitting there by Paxson. So Maddie on for the second time of the ball game. That'll bring Woodruss to the plate. Bren 0 for 1. She grounded out 3 unassisted, but drove in the only run of the ball game so far for Mangum. Woodruss now a chance to help her own cause. Hanley Zachary waits on deck. Ground ball towards short. Flip to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Woodruss runs well. She's aboard on the fielder's choice. That goes 6-4 for out number 2. Hadley Zachary now will step in. Hadley walked her first time around and then was part of a bang-bang double play. Had a notion, laid off the pitch under her hands, and the count 1-0 rather. Zachary, it looked like Zachary may have been safe at first base on the end of that double, or rather, Lively may have been safe in the first base on the end of that double play that involved Zachary back in the first. Pitch upstairs for ball, 2-1 now, or 2-0 rather, on Hadley. Woodruss at first, 2 gone as we play here in inning number 3. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-0 on Zachary. Keen eyes for Hadley here in this third inning. And now they will walk Zachary intentionally for the second straight inning, or second straight at bat, rather. So Hadley there with 2 gone. Woodruss will go to second, and Landry Lively an opportunity. Landry 0 for 1, rolled into that double play to end inning number 1. On a controversial call at first base, 1 of 2 that has caught the ire of Ryan Bingham. Little ground ball out in front of home plate. Catcher trying to make the play, throws to first, and not in time. Safe at first base. Coming in to score from third base on the play, Woodruss. And it's a 6-2 ball game. Great job by Lively to beat out the little infield bleeder. Advancing to second is Zachary. Landry and RBI on the play, and Mangum trailing 6-2. Morgan White. White 0 for 1. She is grounded to short. Runners at first and second, 2 gone. called strike, and it's 0-1 on Morgan. Heads up play by Woodruss. Woodruss runs well and knew it was going to be a bang-bang play over there at first, so she simply rounded the bag and headed for home. 0-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen. And that'll level the count at 1, or run the count to 0-2, rather. 0-2. I laugh because there's another camera that is set up to our right that is precariously tied to the fence, and that ball nearly conked it. 1-2 now on White. She'll take outside. Lively at first. Zachary at second. 2 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. White gone on strikes, and the inning will come to a close. But not before Mangum comes up with their second run of the ball game. 1 run on 1 hit. And there was a walk and a couple of runners left on board. We played 2.5, 6-2. Latta in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
3 sets to unfold here on Classic Hits 97.7 alongside. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Flowers Unlimited comes to mind. And boy, truer words never been spoken. She might say you shouldn't have, but those are better than hearing you didn't. How come?
You paid for a green fee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thanks to the sponsors. We are given a fee to give you the video, and from the Oklahoma Secondary Schools Activities Association. So without the sponsors, just would not be possible. So thank you your sponsors. Shop local, and able to bring you a video of a game a long ways from home. So thanks to our sponsors.
Middle of the day. They found this screen on 1-0 on Fauché. Fauché scored the final of the 6 runs in that first inning of play. Had a notion, called strike, and it's 1-1 on Audrey, the right fielder for Latta. Number on the right side, but foul. And the count 1-2 on Fauché. Again, we talked about it back in the second inning. Mangum just needs to peck away at this deficit. 1 or 2 here or there and get back in it. Pitch right there, a lot of movement on it. Apparently inside. The count 2-2 now on Fauché. Ooh. That is a tough one to lay off of right there. 2-2 pitch. Off speed. And Fauché looking back at the home plate umpire like, you going to call a strike on me? So the count full now, 3-2. He froze up momentarily, but it looks like we are now back. Pitch away from Woodruss. Chopped foul, and it'll stay 3-2. Good piece of hitting right there. That's a tough pitch by Woodruss. So Fauché and Woodruss in a good one. Payoff pitch on the way here, and ball 4 outside. So Fauché is aboard for the second time on walks. She's there with 1 gone here in inning number 3, and her club up 6-2. Kate Williams now steps in. Williams' single was left stranded at third. Back in the first. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Gotta believe that Fauché is off at some point during this sequence. Moving in at first base, Dreyer. Paxton at third. Runner fakes a move, and the pitch taken for a strike to Williams. 0-1 on Kate. Well, if ever there was a time for that pitcher's friend, the 4 to 6 to 3 double play, it would be about now. That one's foul and out of play. 0-2 on Williams. Runner at first, 1 gone here in the third. Mangum trying to keep it close. Don't want to play that elimination game right after this. Didn't mean to do it. Tried to check her swing. Nubbed it foul on the third base side. Williams, though, will keep the bat alive. It's still 0-2 on the flex player. Dreyer still in over at third, even though there's 2 strikes on the count. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. Again, if I'm coaching, I've got Williams at first base, and she runs as well as she does. This is the pitch I'm going on. And Fauché's at first. Williams at the plate. There's a long drive down the right field line, but that will curl foul. It'll say 1-2. But again, I've got to believe that Fauché is running. 1 gone in the inning, 1 on, and it's a 6-2 ball game. Woodruss, 1 strikeout in the frame, would love to get number 2 right about now. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball fair down the first base line. The runner was off, and easily making third on the play will be Fauché. Good job by Williams. Inside out swing, kept the hands back, and rolled it down the first base line over the bag. Runners at the corners with only 1 gone. That'll bring Paisley Anderson to the plate. Anderson retired on a sacrifice her first time around. Maddie Paxton making a nice play from third base to Lehman Webb, who covered it first on the play. So the ninth place hitter steps in with runners at the corners and only 1 gone. And again, that pitcher's friend, the 4 to 6 to 3, looks pretty good. Runner going to be out at first base. Yeah, she left early. Yep, no doubt about it. So Williams out at first base. She left before the pitcher let go of the ball. No pitch on the play either. So now 2 gone. Runner at third base. It's Fauché. Good block there by Zachary. And the count 1-0 now on Paisley Anderson. Well, I tell you what, Zachary saved run number 7 right there. That was a dandy play. 1-0 pitch. Dribbled towards short. Morgan got to have to hurry. Double clutches those and out in time. Good play by Morgan White. Now they're going to talk about it maybe. And apparently they are, but it looked like, and now they've changed their mind and said safe. Oh, my. Boy, Brian Bingham really upset now. Brian got to be careful here and not get tossed. So the call is safe at first base. That allows Fauché to score on the play. Makes it a 7-2 ball game. It was a bang-bang play. It looked like Ashley stayed on the bag. The umpire said no. So a runner at first, 2 gone. Brooklyn Ryan steps in. Ryan, 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's got a double, run scored, struck out looking. Pops this one into center field. Should be an easy play for Lauren. She'll make the catch, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Latta comes up with 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and a runner left on board. We have played 3, 7-2. Latta in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7. Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the community. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let's help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
The road toward...
Well, we have gotten ourselves out of the sun to try to keep from freezing up here. Holly Lehman-Webb lays it on for Mangum in their half of the fourth, trailing 7-2. Lehman-Webb takes one downstairs for Paul, and the count 1-1 on Holly. She doubled her first time around. As Mangum trails here 7-2. Line shot towards center, but right there to make the play for out number 1 is J.C. Presley. Good job by Presley. Had a good jump on that one. Lehman-Webb hit it hard, but right at Presley in center for out number 1. So 1 gone here in inning number 4 for Mangum. Hadley Zachary now will step in. Or Alyssa Dreyer, I'm sorry. Dreyer takes for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Alyssa. Alyssa struck out her first time around. She is 0 for 1. This one's lifted, fouling out of play.
They're ready to serve.
And the count 0-2 now on Alyssa. Brian Bingham, if it had been maybe a regular season game, he may have gone ahead and gotten tossed.
Yeah, he would have lost it.
Yeah. Ground ball to second. Perry flips to first for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in inning number 4 for Mangum. But again, regardless of what happens here, you've got a game after this one, and you've got to be around for it. So
yeah, exactly. It was similar, like you said, to the play earlier. So it's tough for that umpire in the field to see if that foot comes off. But that's supposed to be the home plate umpire's job, and he, I guess, saw it differently.
Jalen Hammond fouls one back to the screen, 0-1 on the designated player for Mangum. Jalen 0 for 1, grounded back to the pitcher her first time around.
And the Latta first base coach was good at selling it.
She did sell it quite well, didn't she?
Yes.
0-1 pitch down in the dirt, levels the count at 1-1. By the way, since we have moved locations or gotten out of the sun so the equipment doesn't fry, we have got that don't fence me in look again. Again, off the end of the bat. Again, back to the pitcher. And again, flipping to first is Jennings for the 3rd out of the inning. So, and it's 2 times in a row that Hammond has hit it right back to the pitcher to end an inning. 1, 2, 3. Mangum retired in order in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom half of the frame with Latta on top, 7-2. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Bear County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
7-2 our score as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Mangum trailing Latta. And due up for the Lady Panthers in their half of the inning will be numbers 2, 3, and 4. That's Kimber Davis, Savannah Sinkle, and Larrabee Jennings. Mangum scoring first to begin the ball game. They got one in the first and one more in the third. Meantime, 6 in the first for Latta and a single tally in the third inning. And that's where we stand, 7-2. Third time to the plate for Davis here this afternoon. She has walked and scored, stolen the base, and grounded out. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1. A little bit of derisive cheering going on, I believe, from the Mangum faithful. Have not been happy with things for the men in blue. Popped up on the infield. Lehman Webb calls for it, battles the sun, and makes the catch for out number 1. Good job by Holly. She kind of got side saddle on the softball. Able to shield some of that sun from her eyeballs and made the play. Wind made it dance a little bit as well. Earlier, the wind was almost brisk from left to right in the outfield. Now, flag blowing towards right field. And here's Sinkle, the left-hander. Had a notion, took it upstairs for a ball, and it's 1-0 on Savannah. Sinkle 0 for 1. She is fouled out, walked, and was left stranded. Apparently upstairs for a ball. And the count 2-0 on Sinkle. And again, looked pretty good.
Update from Katie Carney. How about this? The Crescent upsets Apache 1-0-11.
Wow. 2-0 pitch rolled into center field, and Sinkle aboard to begin the inning with one gone. One gone for Latta. And Larrabee Jennings now will step in. Jennings, the fourth place hitter and the pitcher, chance to help her own cause. She is 1 for 2 in the ball game. She's got an RBI, stolen base, and a run scored. She is also grounded out. 1-0 ball game that took 11 innings. Wow. Pitch inside for a ball. 1-0. Hobart now getting ready to play Dibble. Is that correct? Okay. We'll have some scoring updates from Katie throughout. 1-0 pitch on the way to Jennings. Lifted towards right field, and there to make the play. And that's a tough play. Turned in by Griffiths out and right. And Laramie fired into first base to try to get the double play.
I mean, literally the brightest sun today.
Yeah.
Staring right in it.
Made a nice play and made a strong throw to first. And Sinkle gets back to the bag by a step. 2 gone now. So J.C. Prine walked and scored her first time around, lined to Paxson, and rolls one on the ground to her now. Maddie will throw the ball, going to be dropped at first base, and everybody going to be safe. So they had Prine dead to rights, but couldn't hold on to the softball at first, and that'll keep the inning alive. Advancing to third will be Sinkle. And as we mentioned, Prine safe over at first. 2 gone now for J.C. Presley. Presley tripled, drove in 3 her first time around, scored a run, and struck out looking to begin the third. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Got to believe that Prine will be off to the races on this one. Pitch inside for a ball. Presley heading the count 1-0. Over at third base, Sinkle. First base, Prine. 2 gone in the fourth. Mangum trailing 7-2, trying their best to keep it right there. That one nub foul. Tough pitch there by Bryn Woodruss. And the count level at 1-1. Two gone in the inning. Woodruss and company trying to shut things down right about now. Again, you win. You play at 5 in a semifinal championship game. You lose. You turn around and play an elimination contest against Cashin. Prine over at first. Sinkle at third. Good afternoon to Garrett Pride, who's joined us. Hello, Garrett. Swing and a miss here on the fastball. Presley late on that pitch. Woodruss, a little extra giddy up on that one. And the count 1-2. Couple of strikeouts in the ball game for Bryn. She'd like number 3 right about now. Both have been of the backwards K variety. That one lined to the limit. Webb, and Holly will climb the ladder and make the catch for out number 3. So some noise in the frame for Latta, but they come up empty. No runs in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, an error, and 2 runners left on board. At the end of 4, it's 7-2. Latta in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers.
It's the top of the order for Mangum here in their half of inning number 5. They'll send Lauren York, Maddie Paxson, and Bryn Woodruss to the plate, trailing 7-2. Lauren, 1 for 2 in the ball game, doubled to lead off the contest and came around to score, and then struck out swinging in the third. Lauren, 1 of the 2 runs today for Mangum. Swing and a miss here. 0-1 on York. York trying to collect herself. Was not happy with that first swing. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. That one tailed away from her, and it's 0-2.
They are pitching her up and away now. Since she pulled that one, everything has been fast and up and away.
She reaches out and is able to foul that one out of play. It'll stay 0-2 on York. Yeah, that first ball that she saw, that she rolled down the third base line, I mean, that was, in on her hands and certainly quick enough to do so and showed it right there. So 0-2 on York. Downstairs for a ball, and the count 1-2. Larrabee Jennings working cautiously to Lauren York. Nice crowd on hand from Mangum. Glad to have those folks travel with us. Again, York will spoil a pitch that was outside. And again, maybe a little frustration on her part, but those are close enough to home plate. You've got to swing at them. You can't take that pitch and run the risk of being rung up. Downstairs for a ball. York has leveled the count at 2-2. Wind really beginning to push towards right field now. Flag waving rather ferociously out there. Ground ball to short. Big hop there for Sinkle. She'll throw to first for out number 1. Well, Lauren hit it hard, and at first thought maybe it was going to present some problems, but it took a big old Sunday school hop to Sinkle. She made the play for out number 1. Scott Augustine has joined us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Scott. Maddie Paxton now will step in. Maddie on the afternoon. Been on board both times. Reached on an error, singled, but has not been able to come around and score. Late on that fastball, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Jennings takes something off of it. It's out of the zone, 1-1. So the Cardinals have clinched. The Yankees have clinched. The Dodgers have clinched. Postseason baseball not that far away for the major leagues. 1-1 here. Rolled towards first, and an easy play for Paisley Anderson. She'll gather it up, step on the bag for round number 2. 3 unassisted if you're scoring along at home, or if you're by yourself like Keith Oberman. Here's Woodruss. Bren got an RBI and a run scored. She has hit into a couple of fielders' choices in the ballgame.
I think you've been bombing the punchline on that. I think it's, or if you're scoring at home.
Fly ball to right field. I'm not even going to go there. Forshea makes the play for out number 3, and for the second straight inning, Mangum retired in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Tigers down 7-2. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Sant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Bottom third of the lineup due up for Latta in their half of the 5th. It'll be Andre Forshea, Kate Williams, and Paisley Anderson. Big weekend Saturday in Altus. Red River Thunder Air Show taking place. First pitch here, line drive right at Dreyer, and Ashley will make the catch for out number 1. It's got to like catch it or be killed. Forshea retired for the first time in the afternoon. She had walked twice previously. 3 unassisted here for out number 1. Of course, those of us in the broadcast booth who are former pilots of F-16s always excited about air shows. Even though my time as a pilot caused me to upchuck. Pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0.
Were you Maverick or Goose? You had to be Goose, right?
I felt like I'd been goosed. What a great experience, though. Once in a lifetime event, being able to fly with the Thunderbirds. That
is amazing. That's awesome.
It was. Like I said, once in a lifetime event. Those guys were so good. I mean, they played me. Oh, they played me. 2-0 on Williams here. Williams been on board both times. Grounds it to third. Good play by Maddie. Paxson will pick, fire, and get out number 2. The big thing was that Barnes wasn't going to throw up. Well, the pilots got wind of that and made sure that I did.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. In fact, when we cleared the Altus Tower and they switched us to Wichita Falls, that was the first thing that the air traffic controller asked the pilot. Have you made him throw up yet? No, we just got to 15,000 feet. I'm working on it now. Strike one to Paisley Anderson. Anderson, the ninth place hitter, down in the count 0-1. Anderson grounded out her first time around, actually rolled into a sacrifice, and reached on an error in the third. Bats here in the fifth with her club on top, 7-2. Woodruss will pop up into shallow center field. Going back to make the catch for out number 3 will be Holly Lehman-Webb, and the inning is over very quickly. 1-2-3. Latta retired in order here in the fifth. We go to the sixth. Lady Panthers on top, 7-2. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
All right, set to lead it on for Mangum in their half of the sixth. It'll be Hadley Zachary. She's first pitch swinging, lines one to center field, on the run and making a diving catch. J.C. Presley for out number 1. Well, I tell you what, Zachary hit it on the button, and it was slicing away from Presley, but she went and got it.
She got robbed.
Made it sliding catch. You're right. So Zachary gone, one pitch, one out, and here's Landry Lively. Lively, 1 for 2.
How about Mangum in the last 4 innings? They've really settled down, Michael. They've given up only 1 run in 4. Gave up the big number, cricket number in the first. But
first pitch, strike. Lively frustrated. Boy, that was one she wanted and took it for a strike. Jennifer Allen has joined us this afternoon. Hi, Jennifer. Hope your life is good. 0-1 pitch on the way here and rolled to home plate. We're not bowling. It's 1-1. Talking about Aaron Judge, hit 61 last night to tie Roger Maris in the American League record for home runs in this season. Got 4 more games left to get number 62. Set the record. Pitch downstairs for a ball. 2-1. I think as equally, if not more impressive, is that Judge has a legitimate chance of winning the Triple Crown. Batting average. There's one off the end of the bat foul. You count 2-2 now on Lively. RBI and home runs. A guy 6'8", 270. You expect him to hit home runs and drive-in runs, but the batting average, my goodness.
And he won't make it public, but how many times do you think he's been tested over the last few weeks?
Oh, that's true. 2-2 pitch, fouled, and we'll stay 2-2. Yeah.
Oh, Aaron, we're going to need you to come in here, please. Anyway, it's people.
Well, yeah, and that's thanks to Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire and
right.
Sammy Sosa. I mean,
that's right.
I put that at their doorstep. This one back to the screen. And again, not our camera, but the camera from Cashin. As the young men who are manning that said, that's the third time. Now they have second thoughts about it. Payoff pitch on the way here. Ground ball. Ooh. That is a foul ball.
She tried to get it before it got to the line,
and that was a good call.
It was a great call. Yeah.
Kimber Davis, the third baseman, was in fair territory, but the ball on the foul base side of third. Lively, quickly out of the box, and that was a break there for Latta because that's an infield single for Landry otherwise. Ground ball. She'll get a base hit anyhow. Rolled it into left field. So Landry has put the ball in play 3 times here this afternoon. Been on board twice, got an RBI. She's at first with 1 gone here in inning number 6. Boy, I tell you what, you go back to that play by Presley to begin the inning out in center field on the sinking line drive off the bat of Zachary. Wow. Big time play there. So 1 down for Morgan White. Morgan 0 for 2. She is grounded out and struck out. Hits this one on the ground. Through the wickets at first base, and everybody going to be safe. Now the ball thrown away by Latta. Winding up at third base on the play will be Lively. Taking second will be White. They are there with only 1 gone. And here's Holly Lehman-Webb. Webb has hit the ball hard twice. She's got a double and has lined out to Presley in center field. Boy, and again, talk about Presley robbing Zachary to begin the inning. Runners at second and third. Lehman-Webb takes it for a strike. 0-1 on Holly. Mangum a chance to cut it to a 3-run ball game with a single here. Just 1 out in the frame. 0-1 pitch. Taken for a ball. The count 1-1. I heard somebody from the bench from Mangum say, look at right center. And yeah, there is a big time gap between Forshea and Presley in right and center. Ground ball to short. Single. Throw to first. Ball gets away. Everybody going to be safe. Landry will score. Winding up at third on the play will be Morgan White. Lehman-Webb safe at first. So,
been some big plays in this game.
A couple of chinks in the armor over at first base for Latta. Runners at second and third, still just 1 out. 7-3 ball game, and here's Alyssa Dreyer. And prior to the conversation, or prior to the at-bat, we'll have a conversation.
Take that Hadley run, and also a couple of calls at first that you'd like to, that were 50-50 calls that you got the short end of.
Play in center field of Presley to begin the inning. I mean, so here we go. Mangum trailing by a run, or trailing by 4 with a run across here in the inning. And Dreyer now an opportunity. First pitch to Alyssa. She'll show bunt. It's a good one. And no, it hit her. Yeah, it rolled off of her foot. The good news is she was in the batter's box when that happened. It was dangerously close to being her out of the box when the ball hit her. That would have been an out. So 0-1 now on Dreyer. I would not think that we will try to bunt a second time. Davis, though, in at third, would disagree. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll throw back behind the runner on a set play. And 0-2 now on Dreyer. So Alyssa now going to have to shorten up, put something in play here. A little pressure on that defense as Latta has made a couple of errors in the inning. Cold strike 3 on Dreyer. Alyssa gone on strikes for out number 2 in the inning. 2 gone now for Jalen Hammond. Hammond 0 for 2. She has rolled back to Larrabee Jennings, the pitcher. Both times she's come to the plate. She is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Jalen had a big-time clutch hit in that victory against Hobart at Mangum a couple of weeks back. See if she can get one here. Takes downstairs for a ball. 1-0 on Hammond. Lauren York would love to hit in the inning. Our club trails 7-3. Fly ball, shallow right field, but foul. And the count 1-0, or 1-1 rather, on Hammond. Good job by Jalen. Simply try to put that one into play. Hey there to our dear friend April Gerald. She says, hey, go Mangum Lady Tigers. Hello, April. That one cued off the end of the bat. Again to the first baseman. Foul. And it's 1-2 on Hammond. Again, Jalen just simply trying to put the ball in play here. 2 gone in the inning. Runners at first or at second and third. 1 across so far for Mangum. 1-2 pitch outside for a ball, and the count level at 2-2. Folks from Latta wanting strike 3 there. Just off the plate. 2-2 offering on the way here. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. And Mangum will come up with 1 run in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and a couple of runners left on board. After 5.5, it's 7-3. Latta in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Top of the order due on for Latta in their half of inning number 6. And that'll be Brooklyn Ryan, Kimber Davis, and Savannah Sinkle. Latta 6 runs in the first inning, only 1 since, but still lead Mangum 7-3. And again, you have to appreciate the way that Ryan Bingham's club has come back and righted the ship after that early adversity. So Brooklyn Ryan, the second baseman, is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. She has doubled, scored, struck out looking, and flying to center. So the Lady Tigers keep it within 4 here, headed into their final at-bats in the 7th. So Brooklyn digs in. Brent Woodruss set to go to work. Way outside for a ball, count 1-0. Woodruss set down the Lady Panthers in order in inning number 5 and would love to do likewise here in the 6th. Down in the count here, 1-0. This one's popped up shallow right field and going into foul territory to make the play is Landry Lively for out number 1. Lively now at second base. Job by Lively. She went a long way to get that one for out number 1. By the way, Holly Lehman-Webb now in left field for Mangum. Swing and a miss here. Down in the count is Kimber Davis, 0-1. Davis, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Walked and scored her first time around. Grounded out in the second. And popped to second in the 4th. Again, Woodruss and Company would love to register a 1-2-3 frame. 0-1 pitch on the way here, upstairs for a ball. The count 1-1 on Mangum, or on at Davis. The winner gets a game off. They'll play against Amber Pocasset in a semifinal matchup. The loser, Cashin, immediately after this one. 2-1 on Kemper Davis, and that ball game with Cashin will be a do or die. You win, you play again. You lose, see you in the basketball season. Fly ball center field. First step back was York. Now she'll come in and make the catch for round number 2. Some of the Mangum fans holding their collective breath when Lauren took that first step back. But that's what a good center fielder will do. You've got to do that. That first step should always be back. You can come in very easily on the ball, especially with her speed, and she made the play for round number 2. Single now steps in, the shortstop on the afternoon. Has walked, singled, and fouled out. 1 for 2. Takes a pitch for a ball here, 1-0 on Savannah. Mangum with the top of the order due up in the 7th. Cold strike there. And the count 1-1. Just a bit outside. 1-1 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. And the count 2-1 on Sinkle. And then the ooh and the awe that you heard. And Hadley throwing the ball back and bounced it off Sinkle. Happens. 2-1 pitch. Foul and out of play on the left side and level the count at 2-2. So Woodruss a pitch away from ending the inning. Four-run deficit for Mangum. 7-3. 2 out, nobody on in the 6th. 2-2 pitch downstairs, and that'll run the count full 3-2. Only left-hander in the lineup for Latta. Payoff pitch, lashed into left center field, and that one off the base of the wall. York will get it back in quickly, but Sinkle's got a 2-out double. Boy, she hit that one hard. She gets underneath that, gets a little backspin on it. It's out of here. I mean, she clobbered it. So some defensive moving going on for Mangum as Coach Mangum getting some kiddos in there, giving them a chance to play. Runner at second base now for Larrabee Jennings. Jennings drove in a runner her first time around, stole a base and scored. 0 for 2 since with a ground out and a fly out. Takes downstairs for a ball, 1-0. So Sinkle, the 2-out double to right center field off the base of the wall. As we play here in the 6th. This one lifted foul and out of play on the right side. That'll level the count at 1-1. So, have you got your Galileo calculations out and figured out when the sun will not be on the broadcast equipment?
Cannot stop the earth from rotating.
1-1 pitch, ground ball right back to Woodruss. She'll fire to first for out number 3. Something like handcuffing your first baseman. The inning will come to an end. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played 6. Latta on top, 7-3. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Fresh flower arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of Darla Heatley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
All right, Mangum down to their final 3 outs here in game number 1 of the regional tournament in Latta. You need to score 4 to continue the ball game, trailing 7-3. Again, if you can come back and win, you won't play until later this afternoon around 5 o'clock against Amber Pocasset. If you lose, you have to turn right around to play again against Cashin in an elimination bowl game. So, top of the order due up for Mangum. It'll be Lauren York, Maddie Paxton, and Bryn Woodruss, and that's what you want to see here as you go to the 7th.
Got some good music going.
Well, I thought that was the Bee Gees I'm hearing?
Well, they wrote the song for Frankie Valli.
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah.
Grease is the word.
Sandy's not with us anymore. That's a bummer.
No, and she was talented.
Special.
And,
yep.
Growing up in the Kansas City metro area, I had a lot of different radio stations to listen to, and I listened to the album-oriented rock station. I listened to the rock station, but I also listened to Top 40, and the Top 40 songs of Olivia Newton-John, they were just dynamite.
Good stuff. Oh.
May have had something to do with how attractive she was, but... So here's Lauren York. York takes a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1 on the center fielder. Lauren 0 for 2 since a double to lead off the ball game. So Lauren doubled and scored the run to begin the ball game for Mangum. Struck out and grounded out since. Off-speed pitch here. A little bit inside for a ball. The count level at 1-1 on York. Kelly D. Williams says, get those bats cracking. Believe! Outside for a ball. The count 2-1. So York ahead in the count can look for something here. Shallow in right field is Forche. 2-1 pitch. Back to the screen. And it's 2-2. So you're scouting out a different location for us?
Well, we'll see who, if any of the locals move here.
Who vacates?
Yeah.
Wield your press power. 2-2 pitch off speed. Lauren Few fooled by that one big time. York gone on strikes for out number 1. Larrabee Jennings has not shown that off-speed pitch often, but when she has, it has been mesmerizing, as was that one.
I think they brought in a closer, Michael. I don't know her.
Have they switched?
Yeah,
and you're right, they have. We do have a different
yet.
pitcher in.
Yeah.
Did not get that announcement to the press box.
Number 8.
0-1 on Maddie Paxton. Maddie batting with one gone here in the inning. 0-1 pitch to Paxton, taken for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Maybe number 9?
She's wearing 8, but I don't know.
Ground ball foul.
What
they
they
have got
listed.
Mallory Glenn.
Okay.
So the count 1-2 now on Paxton. Maddie been on board twice and has rolled out 3 unassisted. 1 gone in the inning. playing the top of the 7th. Off-speed pitch. And level the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Off the fist towards short. Coming in to make the play is single for out number 2. A little looping line drive and a good job by Single. Got a good break on the pitch and made the play. So actually, at shortstop now is Brooklyn Ryan. Single is the pitcher. Called just a ball. All right, 1-0 on Woodruss. Bren, 2 gone here in the 7th. Woodruss officially 0 for 2. Outside for a ball. Count 2-0. She drove in a run on a ground out in the 1st, hit into a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd, and flying to right back in the 5th. 2 gone in the inning. Downstairs for a ball. The count 3-0 on Woodruss. So Woodruss got to be taken all the way here, down by 4. 3-0 pitch on the way. Called strike, and it's 3-1. Now Woodruss going to set on something here. Three-one pitch on the way. And that's a base hit into center field. Woodruss will keep the ball game alive for Mangum. Good job by Bren. Hadley Zachary now will step in. Remember, Zachary hit one on the button her last time around. And J.C. Presley made a diving, sliding catch of a sinking line drive in center field. Mangum could have had a big inning and that ball dropped. He scored 1 in the frame and had runners at 2nd and 3rd when the inning ended. Zachary takes ball 1 here, 1-0 on Hadley. She's walked twice and, as we mentioned, had that line drive to center field.
0-0 after 1, Hobart and Dibble.
2-0 count here, 7-3, top of the 7th inning. Mangum trying to scratch out 4 runs in the frame. There's a called strike. And the count now 2-1 on Zachary. Again, if Mangum wins, they will play later this afternoon. If they lose, they'll turn right around to play again against Cashin in an elimination ball game. 2-1 pitch on the way. Hadley didn't mean to do it. Dribbled it foul on the right side. And the count 2-2 on Zachary. Woodruss at first, 2 gone in the inning. Mangum had the first run of the ball game. Latta countered with 6 in the first frame. They've never trailed since. 7-3 now. Zachary has one bounce out in front of home plate. That'll allow Woodruss to take second on the wild pitch. She's there. A full count on Hadley. A couple of other times in this situation, Latta has decided to give a free pass to Hadley, but not this time. Payoff pitch on the way. Ball 4. Ball gets away. Woodruss to third. In there standing up. Gutsy move by Brent. Runners at first and third with 2 down. And here's Landry Lively. Landry has put the ball in play all 3 times this afternoon. Rolled into a double play to end the first. Had an RBI single in the 3rd. Singled and scored in the 6th. Zachary at first. Woodruss at 3rd, and time going to be taken here. Mangum still a base runner away from having the tying run in scoring position. Not sure what this conversation is about here. I think if you were Latta, you just go out and get an out. So the conference is over with. And Landry's had to go to work. Again, Sninkle in relief here in the 7th for Latta. Called strike, lively. Tough pitch there. That was down and in. Landry laying off of it. It's 0-1 on Landry. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. The count 1-1. Zachary at first. Woodruss at third. And Lively looks at a pitch outside for ball 2. 2-1 on Landry. So Lively battling up there with 2 going in the 7th. Woodruss, the character that she is, down in third base, making mud pies. 2-1 pitch, popped up behind home plate, giving chase the catcher, and she cannot make the play. Mangum will get new life. Count even at 2-2. That's a tough play for a catcher, and J.C. Prine left her mask on. You got to get rid of that mask. Then find the softball. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Prine. She'll throw to first. And the call is... Let's see what the call is going to be. We don't have a call yet. We're going to wait and see. The ball, the runner, and the first baseman all arrived at the same time. See what the call is. For now, coming into score is Woodruss. Taking third is Zachary, and they call her out. And on that play, the ball game comes to an end. And got to be honest with you, that's the way it has gone this afternoon. That's kind of a appropriate way for it to end. So the strikeout of Lively and then the putout that goes 2-3 and will end the ball game as Mangum comes up empty in their half of inning number 7. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 runners left on base. We've got a final 7-3. Latta wins it. Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
And I'm guessing that the discussion that took place down there at first base on that particular play, obviously there's 2 bags at first base. The orange bag, the offensive player is to take that. The white bag, the defensive player is to take that. And I guess the discussion was, did the first baseman stay on the white bag to make the catch on the throw? And the umpires got together to determine, Chad, that was the case.
I guess so. Yep, that was the case. But there was several of those kind of plays there at first. But, man, what about the Lady Tigers? I tell you what, they'd like to have that first inning back. But they competed well against a very good Latta team.
Yeah, they did. They bounced back nicely. And even though they end up losing the ball game by a final score of 7-3, the season does not come to an end with that. They've got another opportunity to stay alive in this tournament, as they will do battle with Cashin in an elimination ball game. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut down operations, maybe relocate, and we'll come back for that second ball game. Elimination Thursday set to come your way. Stick and stay. We've got it for you in about 20 minutes. Mangum will take on Cashin. Your final here, Latta 7, Mangum 3. We're Classic Hits 97.7.